I'm back again. Like I said, we're going to go over my Spectacular Spider-Man comics. Before we do anything, I want to say thank you to my uncle because I'm going to be doing a lot of Spider-Man collection videos, and most of them all are from my uncle. So, thank you, Uncle Troy. All right, let's continue. Spectacular Spider-Man 136. Spectacular Spider-Man 137 with the black costume and tarantula. Spectacular Spider-Man 138, Cat America on the cover. Spectacular Spider-Man 139, discussing the origin of Tombstone. Tombstone was a hardcore gangster, just so you know. 143, Punisher. 147, with J. Jonah. Apparently the Hobgoblin's in it, but I don't see him on the cover. 148, Night of the Living Dead, cool zombie looking Spider-Man. No, Tombstone's got his name on it. 150. 154 with the Puma. Tombstone, Spider-Man jail. 155. 157 with Electro. I always liked Electro, he just had the coolest costume. 160. 161. 62. 163. 165. 166. 168 with She-Hulk on it and the Avengers. 169 with the Prowler on the cover. He's one of my favorites as well. Doc Ock for a visit. You know, Doc Ock may have been a chubby little dude, but Christ was he very cynical, maniacal man. He was also egomaniacal as well. I actually like this, The Child Within. It was a good little storyline with Vermin. Vermin was just this neat character. I always considered him like a ghoul. The Green Goblin. I have like all of The Child Within and the Aftermath as well. $185, Toads. I got the Funeral Arrangements Part 1, $186. Funeral Arrangements Part 2, $187. Funeral Arrangements Conclusion, $188. Got the giant size 30th anniversary with the hollow foil, $189. 190. Spider-Man Rhino. Eye of the Puma Part 1 with the black costume. Eye of the Puma Part 2, 192. And Eye of the Puma Conclusion, 193. Death of Vermin Part 1. Death of Vermin Part 2. Just so you know, Vermin was created by Baron Zemo. Death of Vermin Conclusion, 196. X-Men in the Spectacular Spider-Man, 197. I like this cover. X-Men in the Spectacular Spider-Man, 198. And I like this cover too, it's got the Green Goblin. X-Men in the Spectacular Spider-Man. Really just like the art. And I got the 200 size issue from MegaCon. Was looking for this one for a while. Maximum. I actually have all the Maximum Carnage, just if you're curious, folks. Number 201. Death by Tombstone Part 1, 204. Death by Tombstone Part 2, 205. Death by Tombstone Conclusion, 206. The shroud in this issue looked cool. $208. This is the Foreigner. He's cheap knockoff of the Punisher, I think of. $209. $210. And again, the Foreigner. $211. $212. $213. $214. Scorpion on the front cover looked cool. $215. Guy's ass kicked. $216. I didn't board these because they're flip books, and just so you know, a flip book is this. Different cover art, and I always like the one most. I always leave it where I want it. Spectacular Spider-Man 218 with the Puma. This one was one of my favorite covers because it had the Daredevil suit of armor. Looked cool. $219. $220 is another flip book, so you know we'll flip it just so you guys can see the cover. Mary Jane on. $221. $222. This has a open up cover, but I'm not going to do that. $223. Scarlet Spider on this cover. $224. $225. Giant size extravaganza. I actually have two copies of these. Trial of Peter Parker. $226. And just so you know, the reason why they're called that is because Scarlet Spider Ben Reilly is actually Peter's clone. If you weren't aware, people. $227 with Bane. Kane. My bad. I don't know why I got that confused of. $228. $229 with a gloss cover over it. Alright folks, we're going to do a two-parter here. I'm running out of time, so catch you later.